don't see me, I'm the big boss. After they take care of you, I lose the pain on.
Yeah. Hands. Okay, I see you crab ass snake in the grass, phony constituents. Try and take shots at the spot that the guard sickening. Try and walk a mile in the sneakers the guard limping in. Try and act wild like my squad ain't the squad lifting in. I see you simpletons ain't hardly a threat. No competition or competitors in light of a vet. Just hands, boss man status, proving to be the baddest. Leaving things on that midnight train, go wax Gladys. We here, baby, all day, every day. Yo, we out of here, another year gon' make them duck down. Sean Pekin in my seat, straight out of Bucktown. It's Big Mikey, pimp like he Wilt Chamberlain. Up in them sick nights, a dirt bike with 80 crazy men. Broad back muscle, juggling side hustles, shuffling racks, tallying stacks, we gon' duffel. Gangsta grill, ill to the bill of my nets fitted. I'm Brooklyn till the day that I die, come fuck with it. Let's go.
They may shoot you, they may cut you, they may drive on you, I just don't know. Now you don't see me, I'm the big boss. After they take care of you,
Yo.
I lose the pain on.
Yo, son of a gun, son of a rifle. D-O-A-G-O-A, gun on the rifle. Niggas call me Jesus, not the one in the Bible. The one from Brownville selling pills to pyros. No hate, sell weight to Crips too. Shawshank, Big 8, ready to lift dudes. True, I don't play that poppy. Shake hoes, pesos, ASAP Rocky. Ice in the range, every day that's hockey. Nights in the rain, every day that's sloppy. Cocaine cowboy, Hayo Silva. Pronto, call Tonto, I don't deliver. P, ball for ball, nigga, I'm the best out. Left back niggas get schooled and left out. Valedictorian, fuck rap ciphers cause that battle shit boring. Hey, motherfucker.
Let's go. For the culture, I'm riding all the way. From the vultures, I'm hiding every day. Niggas be praying on my downfall, but I made it here without y'all. Me and coats and velvet ropes, VIP, stiff drinks and heavy smoke. You love it, I got verses by the hundreds. I'm the truth when I get in the booth. I really doesn't madman with big plans to take over the game, bitch. You ain't talking money, you ain't speaking my language. You ain't got my money, I let that thing bang quick. No discussion, I bust it and leave you brainless. Bar heavy, my squad deadly. We had it cracking back when niggas wasn't ready. That blackout, we still running the city. Guns, cop boy, got them rock boy G's with me, what up?
I'm still getting money, fuck what you'll be talking. I cause hellstorm, bitches love when I roll in with that coffin. When I open it up, what? All them dead presidents be waking up. Them wolves start waking up, so I wake my triggers up. Wake them up, wake them up. Just know that I don't give a fuck. I throw my own triggers up, cause me, I ain't giving up nothing. No codies, cause they acting like they on codeine. Them pigs start asking the question, they giving up that whole scene. Got a small circle, but we stronger than your whole team. When it comes to that green cheese, I got the whole football team. Throw it back, run and play, line it up, I'm QB. Bury through that block and fly tie when it fold that TD.
I've been through the flames and kept it cool, I kept it tall like a real dude. I'm not the little sucker, I'm like coal under pressure. I counted diamonds, and even when the beef got hot, I got the fire in. You put a dude in the hot chair, and right there, when you found out the note, or make it quite clear, the difference of a man that's under fire, that a real man is gonna stand up or die trying. It's impossible in the rock, boy. See me threw it up through the flames and do a lot for it. Yeah, we done shaped up, we shape up. Been so many years in the yard, and got our weight up.
Salute the shooters, we in this bitch with the Rugers. We ain't going nowhere, SWAT gon' have to come and move us. This is the outcome, Tupac mixed with Malcolm. Exercise, then strategize, you know I'm bout it. I'm supposed to be wrecking when I start popping that weapon. Homie claim that he vegan, then eat this metal for breakfast. Got a point to be proven, I wrote a 4-page letter. With a bullet attached to it, there was death in the message. Kept my phone on silent, and my gun on shoot. razor blade in my 50, snub nose in my boot. If your dog claim to bite, then homie, you let him loose. Cock back, aim squeeze before he can say, call me gunner to God, Allah in the flesh. This click is untouchable like Elliot Ness. Revolvers preferred, but automatics are fine. Been living this life of crime since you was too big.
Teeth on everything, I ain't gotta explain. You think it's shit sweet cause it's in the name. The narrow on your head, these 16s will rip through your frame. Everybody get it, I ain't gotta name who. The go-to used to be the 22, but now I got my weight up. 50 count, hold my waist up. Lyrically, this AK will get you sprayed up. Hey yo, try hit case laid up. Tell them not for nothing, it's honey that's straight stuntin'. Big bucks, the fucking 8 for nothing. It's gotta be 7 or better. Gucci leather in any weather. It's winter time, I got my tips out. Pull the 5th out, I'm running whoever with the mouth. My pen stroke is murder she wrote. I'm singing death notes with my best quotes. I'm shooting past everything in my path. I'm she who gets the last laugh. Every verse is a bloodbath.
Let it go. Flex out them G's. Murder supply, dress, no mercy in these streets. You run around and getting it. You leave the track, I'm singing it. You come around, I got the brown, I back it down, I'm spinning it. I got a cannon, but I ain't shooting video. Such a sword or shotgun, hit me done. Get this mantle, homie, I'm out when you choose it. You still wrong without chainsaw, yeah, head you gon' lose it. I rock with them, my unit got the chaser. I'm 50 Cent and Jay-Z at the same damn time. Damn hardcore, encore, 100 more, hit the floor, ready roll, send me song. Who the fuck? Twizzy got that shit, she get busy, your opponent dizzy. Talking easy, shizzy, come Bobby Schroeder, cause that Rizzy. G-World order, homies on every corner. Rock away in Brooklyn, we setting up the slaughter.
When it's about to be song, these niggas be all confident in a trip in this off. Soon as you start to continue walking and walking in front of your grip, you let the million man march out. It's nonsense, but the consequences they might cost. No mercy, yellow tape and some white chalk. Anybody can beat a body, they might toss. That's the definition of wrong wins or the right loss. When it's pressure, that pipe burst, you strike first. What your life worth might hurt more than that knife worth. For the thirst of that bag, that might incite hurt. The only thing stopping that black hearse is the right nurse. The round table, the topic that we discuss. Anybody not with the team, that ain't getting crushed. I'ma let you know when I think that you had enough. They be saying take it easy, and I be saying for what?
No mistake, see my level with raps is going great. Hesitating, you be flat as a plate. Inspired today, fire with a prior, but then prior to that, make it breath like an asthma attack. You'll never play with me. My crew is spraying with me. A lot of ways I speak the age of Henny. Serial killer getting paid in semis. Enemy lines, time infinities, entities. If villains in vicinity, I'm criminal's energy. The horror of the sins of many. My pen ink is penitentiary. The science beginning, sipping epiphanies. My grip intensity intended to further your ending. Never surrendering. The engine of verbal extensions. Bandana, hoodie, thug rap, robbing the plug. Hated the love, I made it a drug. If a push comes to shove, I'm shoving it. A bullet rhyme covenant. Elegy, I murder the government.
For the chips, this the playoffs. Can't take a day off. Brown paper bag connect was getting paid off. Taxing for the low 2 points, I'ma take off. Ponzi scheming, so much money I done made off. Yeah, let the K off. Spitting in faces, take K. Catch a body, then I go hit the race. See, I settled for the Audi, couldn't rock with the race. Because I know the cops is watching and they clocking my place. Damn, I spent my last buck hustling quarters with a bag full of product trying to cut through the border. Might take a little longer cause I run it through Florida, but the profit be sweeter and I'll double the order. See, I come from the corner where nothing's lovely, so no one touch me. The 38 waist, walk around with something husky. I'm nocturnal, hot thermal, the chrome dirty. Block burn you, Glock serve you, it's no
My
mercy.
disrespect the sharpest stiletto nails. Ice pick persona. Dressed black hearted, drifting karma. You know she keep the blick on and trench town with the ganja. My dialogue give niggas they mantras. Attitude topless. Numbers could go on heads. Fully or the semi-funeral flows. Caskets will lay you comfy. The church will make the money. Your bio will turn into a eulogy. There ain't nothing moving me. Audible tactics, nice with his hands, with the magic spit. Keep a stash in the mattress.
I said, are you ready?
Signature by the
See you with me, nigga? Drop that.
You are now tuned in to the House of Hip Hop.
Hi, everybody. What's going on? It's your girl, Spicy Sugar, and this is episode 33 of the House of Hip Hop Podcast Show. I'm glad to be here today. I just want to first shout out to my crew at Street Media. They always hold me down, and I'm forever grateful. I also want to shout out my guest for the evening. It's none other than the original, right?
That's right.
It's the original. Black Ice in the
Black
building.
Ice. All right.
Yes, and I also want to shout out everybody that's tuned in. I appreciate you. We had a lot of technical difficulties tonight, so we are late, but we are on time and definitely worth it.
For sure.
I want to shout out the DJ that was supposed to be here and also the artist that was supposed to be here. We'll address that later. I just, it was DJ Fat Boy and it was Max Bourne, yes. And we're going to try to have them back on at another time, but they couldn't make it tonight. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah, we're going to do.
I'll talk to y'all later. Anyway, like I said, it's your girl, Spicy Sugar. We're here, the House of Hip Hop at Street Media. Please make sure you're following them. On Instagram, it's S_Street_Media. On Facebook, it is Skol Street Media, SCHOLEZ Street Media. And on YouTube, it is S.STREET Media. Make sure you are following and subscribing because not only do you want to keep up and abreast with my show, but you definitely want to check out the 30 plus other shows that we have on S.STREET Media. So please support. I am always grateful to my fans and everybody that tunes into my show. Make sure you're following me, Spicy Sugar 718 on Instagram. The House of Hip Hop Podcast Show on Facebook as well as YouTube. We broadcast live now on our new night, our new day and time, Monday nights, 11:15 p.m.-ish to 12:30 a.m.-ish. We're really ish tonight. We're on our ish tonight.
Yes.
But we are, going to bring it to you no matter what. So with that being said, I want to get right into my guest of the night. It is none other than, I was going to say something else, but now that you told me before the show, originally Queensbridge.
Yeah.
Right? Originally hails from Queensbridge. It's the original Black Ice in the building.
Original Black Ice, y'all.
Thank you so much for being here today. I want
thank you for having me.
As everybody that comes through the house, as you know, this is the house that hip hop built.
For sure.
And we have been following each other for some time.
Yeah.
He's a huge supporter of the house of hip hop.
Definitely.
And I finally got to take a peek at his music, and I was like, ow. He needs to come through to the house.
Right.
So we have him here. He was more than gracious to come. Thank you so much for being here.
No, I appreciate it, man.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
I don't want to ramble on and on. I feel like you can introduce yourself way better than I can. So that's what I'm going to have you do. Introduce yourself to the people. Let them know who Black Ice is.
Well, I'm Black Ice, the original Black Ice.
Yes.
From Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying? And then, I rest in Brooklyn. Then went to Cali. So, I'm all over the place.
Nice. East Coast, West Coast connection.
Your favorite newest hip-hop rapper. Here we go. No.
Here we go. Listen, speak it into existence. That's the only way it's going to happen.
That's right.
You, like we were talking, off the mic, you originally hail from Queensbridge.
Right.
And then, when we were talking about you have a different style, it all makes sense now.
Yeah.
How long were you in Queensbridge?
Well, up into like the 90s, like the
Okay.
late 90s. Like I
Okay.
would say 93.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you was there during the pinnacle time
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
Queensbridge
Oh, yeah.
entering into the hip hop
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we were talking because I was kind of letting him know what my hip hop background was, and I told him about my god sister. Salute always to the infamous Sparky D. I was letting him know, my background, and you being in Queensbridge at the time.
Yeah.
That the whole Roxanne Shante.
Yeah, Sparky D, I'm a groupie. I'm sorry.
She would love to hear that, okay? But yeah, I want you to talk about a little bit because I find it so interesting that you have both coasts as huge influences in your style.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell the people a little bit about your background in Queensbridge?
Oh, well, Queensbridge, I grew up, I come from the same block as Mobb Deep.
Yes.
Molly
Salute.
Marl, Roxanne, Shante, Capone.
Salute to Mobb Deep, Capone, yes.
Yeah, we got them all. We all over the place on every block. So, I come from the main block, 12th Street,
Let me tell you something. The first thing that I learned about Queensbridge, and I'm talking about the project,
All right.
bitch, there's only one way in there and one way out.
True story.
Lord of mercy. That whole thing is so big. The actual, the actual foundation of Queensbridge is so massive with all those buildings.
Yeah.
But go ahead and drive up in that one main street and think you got another way out of there. Hell no.
It's just that you got to know where you at.
You got to look for Vernon. Look
Yeah, you
for
gotta look for
Vernon.
Vernon. You definitely got to look
if
for
you
Vernon.
want freedom, look for Vernon.
That's right. You go in by 12th Street and out by Vernon. If you don't know those, then you're going to be stuck in the middle.
You stuck. And that is not the place you want to get stuck at. Okay? Oh, if I could do it, I would. Okay. I can't do it, though. It's more like, okay. Yeah, but I just want you to briefly tell them, because I talk about Queens all the time, so I'm glad to have another Queensian in the building. But just let them know, you coming up as a hip-hop artist in Queensbridge. Tell them a little bit about what that was like.
Oh, well, it's like a lot of competition in Queens. Well, you got Queens don't play because, you go like a little hard. And in my time, it was like in the 90s. It was mostly like lyrics. So you couldn't
Bars.
come. That's right. You couldn't come like today. You couldn't come half-ass or anything because you're gonna get shot down lyrically or
Yeah.
maybe even physically.
Physically, they find you over there in the park.
You don't belong here. That's real talk.
They find you slumped over on one of them park benches.
That's right. And coming from the battle rap. So, when it comes from the battle rap, so it made your lyrics, you can't come sideways or, half-ass and shit like that. So you have a lot of people from my projects, and they know it's not a competition within the projects, but, when you go out, you gotta make the projects look good.
That's right. That's right. A big thing about battle rap, and that's why, I always salute our main guy, Cortez, who is a former guest on the House of Hip Hop.
Right.
We talked about this when he was here. Not only did you have to go and win because it was your own reputation on the line, but you had to make whatever set you was representing look good because even if you won and you didn't make them look good, you had to face those dudes when you went back on the block.
Facts.
Right? And Queensbridge was a huge mecca. It was a very small neighborhood, but a huge mecca when it came to the rising of hip hop, especially back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
We had because it's coming from, it's like hip hop kind of started with Queensbridge and the Bronx at the same time.
That's right.
So, with the people that's there, say like Molly Marl and MC Shan.
That's right.
We gotta improve and upgrade to make the sound be better coming from our hood. We can't go half-assed because it started as a battle,
And the Bronx was coming with it. Like they
Right.
was
Wasn't
not
playing.
holding no punches.
That's right.
They came at us. You know, when Queens, they considered us the retirement borough.
Right,
like we
right.
was whack and quiet and corny.
Yeah.
But if you went in them back streets, it was a whole different story
Facts.
of life. Okay.
Facts.
The Queens, the borough of Queens is all about the back streets.
Yeah.
It's never about the front streets, never about the main streets that you hear about. It's about them back streets.
Right.
Don't get it twisted because there's houses.
Don't get it twisted.
I tell everybody all the time, I'm from Hollis, Queens, born and raised. And don't get it twisted because it's a two-family house.
Oh.
Those landlords take Section 8 too.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. Especially, you know, you was in Queensbridge. I was on the other side of Queens when crack hit. And a lot of people nowadays don't remember life before that.
Oh, God.
You understand what I'm saying?
Don't even know it.
So Queens, life in Queens was very different.
Yes.
It was very different
A
for
struggle.
people.
It was like dangerous.
Yeah, it was very different. But I am so happy that you were actually in one of the meccas of hip hop because it explains a lot about your style.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about now the other side of your style.
Oh.
The West Coast connection.
Oh, because I got the Brooklyn style too.
That's right. Oh, that's right. You went from Queens to Brooklyn to Cali?
That's right.
Okay. All right. So how long were you in Brooklyn?
Woo. Brooklyn's, I say from the 90s to, well, I'm still in Brooklyn, so it's like, I'm going to say 2015.
Okay.
So I spent like 5 years in California, in Sacramento.
Okay.
So
you know what I find so interesting
it
about
wasn't
that
15,
is,
you know, I'm sorry.
yeah, I found interesting about that is that you got the fundamental time period from Queensbridge.
Right.
Then you got the rise of hip hop in the 90s from Brooklyn.
Yep.
Then you went to 2000s in Cali.
Yep.
And then came back home.
Yeah.
So tell me, what influenced you in Cali? Because you do have that melodic flow that a lot of West Coast rappers have. So how was it you going over to Cali as a Queens/Brooklyn dude?
Well, my dude Stu Beef is my witness. Like since Queensbridge, I always been like on California. You know what I'm saying? Cause like when Ice Cube came out with WC, and he started doing the dance, you know, the C walk. I was always like obsessed from it, and I was like, wow. And I started doing them because I used, you know, back in the days we used to dance, pop, and all that. So I was addicted to dancing.
Yes.
So when the C
salute to all the breakers.
That's right. Salute. Beat breakers and all that.
Beat breakers.
Yeah. So where I was at?
No, you were into dancing, and then when you were talking about how when you went to Cali, you was always into dancing.
Yeah.
And you liked the C Walk from Dub C.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I smoke a lot, y'all. I'm sorry.
We're 420 friendly.
Yeah,
sorry. But yeah, I was asking about your influence once you went to Cali as a Brooklyn Queens.
Yeah, when I was in because I had the in California, it's like laid back, so it opens you up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the radio station, it brings you to like the 90s to where it's like, oh snap, like I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
I'm in the 90s again.
Yeah.
So you hear like the West Coast flow that, you know, during those times. So like it's like, I don't know, it just brung it been my flow, and I always been like, damn.
Well, you were into the California way when you were on the East Coast. So
yeah, so me being so laid back.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just changed my whole situation.
Yeah.
I guess it's the way, like, if you go down south or somewhere and your talk changes, you know, my flow just started, like, changing, just like hearing West Coast so much, I guess.
Yeah, but it does make sense because your flow represents a great balance between East Coast and West Coast. It's still that hard boom back, but it's with that melodic West Coast, like, I don't really give a shit about nothing flow. So that's what I pick up from it, and that's what I dig about it.
Respect.
Because I am all about infusing, you know, old versus new, and West versus East versus Midwest versus international. You know, I feel like every part of that is an integral part of preserving the foundation that we love, which is hip hop. Because as we all know, hip hop is a lifestyle, not just music.
That's right. A business, lifestyle.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. So, do you have any good stories about while you were out in Cali? Did you get into some juicy, anything good out there?
Well, I always got into like, you know, chronic, you know, the 420 situation.
Yes,
you
yes.
know,
We are 420 friends.
And I traveled, like, what I did was, like, it opened me up because me coming from the hood and going to Cali and going through Cali to like Nevada or something, you experience, it's like a whole new set. Is the terrain, everything is just different to where like, it's like, wow. So, you know, it made my whole, you know,
How was it
everything
recording out
changed.
there? Like, I know, you know, I know artists go through a process when they record, and I've heard from quite a few people that when you go to the West Coast, you go out there with a whole mindset of this is what I'm gonna do, boom, 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 boom. Then you get with the people and get with the vibe, and it totally changes.
Oh, yes.
It totally changes.
yes, yes.
So how was it? You know, who did you work with while you were out there?
I think that's what changed. That's what helped change my flow too. Because when I first started with music back in the days, it was like work with every beat. Because I worked with Arista and Interscope, but they told me to learn the business. So I done opened up to where you try your rhymes with every beat, different beats and stuff like that. So I done been on that floor already. So I was ready when I went to California, and I done met my dude 162.
All right.
You know, and he's in Mendocino, and we met through the internet.
Okay.
So it was just like a connection. You know,
Yeah,
like whoa, like damn,
your energy
that's
is
crazy.
just kind of locked into each other. Yeah.
So he had a flow. I mean, he had a show ready for me. You know, when I went to California, because my daughter lived in Seattle.
Okay.
And I was going to see my daughter. So
it's like, hey, while you're out here.
Right.
Right.
So I went over to Mendocino. But it's like in the mountains, it get dark, so you know it's real serious when ain't no lights or nothing when you go into California.
They got cougars and shit. Like I'm worried about a random raccoon. They got mountain lions and shit. Listen,
everything.
Mountain lions and earthquakes. What? I don't know about all that.
Yes.
But they do have that. But I picked up immediately that there was something else influencing your style, and we're gonna get into the music in a minute because you have to hear it for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to hear it for yourself. So we have a couple of joints here for you, but just briefly tell the people, you know, about some of the music that they're gonna hear.
Well, you're gonna hear "Show Me What Is Real." That's like a song that's like out right now. That's like I was promoting, and it's based on like. People, you should see it right now. Do think the stuff that's going on as far as like with the people not woke and stuff, and not seeing what's going on, what the people are doing to the people that's not seeing. I mean, you know, it'll wake you up a little something, you know, if you pay attention to it, you know. So it's really based on you got to wake up on, you know, and see what's real. The illusions, get out there, jump out the illusions, and you know, see what's real, because if you don't,
we're in an era right now that is so vital for you to judge life for yourself.
Right.
That without going into all the, you know, theories and conspiracies and, you know, thought processes of it, regardless of the fact, it is now an era where technology is everything.
Right.
You have an abundance of knowledge at your fingertips.
Right.
You have more of an abundance of resources at your fingertips.
Exactly.
So it's more of an opportunity for you to take life into your own hands.
That's right.
And make it what you want. My question to you is, what do you want from the projects that you have out right now? What would you if you can ideally set it up, what would you want those projects to accomplish?
I want them to get out to you know, I want it to be touch a lot of people. I want a lot of people to buy it. I want a lot of people to you know, how music used to say like Motown. Motown used to touch people and you know, you used to feel it.
Yes.
Music went away from that where
Yes.
you know, where people feel things and stuff like that. They
Yes.
hurt and then they'll go back to music and the music will heal their soul or something like that, you know?
Last night the DJ saved my life.
That's right. And that's where I'm trying to bring my music to the people. So, you know, so y'all can feel it, not being just like you just listening to music or just listening to a sound. You just want to be listening to them lyrics too to make you be like, oh, snap, I felt like that before.
Yes. Oh, you could relate to it. Absolutely.
Right.
So Show Me What's Real is the project that's been out
Right.
for a little bit now, right? Okay. So I know we have some other joints here for you
Got
today.
some got it, some don't.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's when you know, that's like you know, that's like saying I'm not hating. I'm watching because you know some people would think you're hating and stuff like that when you're playing, you know what I'm saying?
When you're not agreeing with the popular vote,
Exactly. I'm just a humble person, you know what I'm saying? And I'm watching in the background because it's like some got it, some don't. You may have the opportunity, this opportunity, that opportunity. I don't.
Right.
But I'm going to fight to go get it. So it's like, you know, some got it, some don't, you know.
That's right.
That's what
I like that one. We're definitely going to play that one because that's my personal favorite. I don't know whether it is because it's my thought process and when it comes to music, or is it just a relative concept? Everybody can't be a winner. Some people gotta lose.
That's right.
You know, and it's not anything to put you down, but it's to make you stronger.
That's right. That's right.
To make you stronger. So we got Show Me What's Real. Some got it, some don't. And then my second favorite one
is Ghetto Bombshell.
That's right. You know I need a little ratchet in my life every now and again. So tell them about Ghetto Bombshell.
Well, you got to do something for the women.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I think people forgot about that. You know what I'm saying? That's why females is tripping right now because they need some healing.
Well, too, and the marketing, you know, and all analysis says that women are the major consumers of everything.
That's a true story. That's a true story. Even
we
with
spends
music.
the money.
With music, too. Come on, dudes.
Absolutely. But Ghetto Bombshell is what?
Ghetto Bombshell, me and my homie Tuck did, like, you know, we did it with some guy in Switzerland. And we wanted to do something like far as like with females, but not like
ooh, baby.
Right.
And it
Don't
wasn't
make it all
bitch
ratchet.
twerk, bitch
Exactly.
twerk, clap your ass,
Exactly.
We don't need no more of that.
And we wanted to touch. You wanted to touch we didn't want to discriminate. We wanted to touch everybody.
That's
you
right.
know what I'm saying? So that's why we threw it in there.
That's right. And I heard from a little birdie that we have an exclusive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
New one.
Popping cherries on the house of hip hop on a Monday night. Ooh.
Oh.
So tell them about the exclusive we're gonna play.
Exclusive
tonight.
is They Don't Give a Fuck.
They don't give a fuck. And I mean, is that self-explanatory?
Yeah. That's self-explanatory.
Is that I don't understand it, but they don't really care about us.
Yep, there you go. Michael Jackson. That's right.
Salute to Michael Jackson, my birthday mate. We have the same birthday.
Wow.
Virgo in the building.
Wow. That's dope.
Yes. I represent
dope.
all those that represent me, and Michael definitely represents me.
So you got a big celebration then.
Honey, please.
Wow.
Virgos do it best. If you don't got a Virgo in your life, you're losing. Just saying, you got to have one somewhere. But yeah, so we have those 4 joints for you tonight. I just want to get into it. Can we get into his music? I'm going to start it off with the Ratch, and we're going to go from there. All right? So we're going to start it off with Ghetto Bombshell. Please let them know where they can find your music.
You could first things first, you could Google Original Black Ice. I don't want to get y'all lost. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. But on Instagram, Facebook is B.I. Blills. You know, BIBLILLZ. You know, I don't want to get y'all crazy, like I'm a worm or something.
He said he's on Instagram.
Then you can check on YouTube Original Black Ice. You can check. I got Django Radio. I'm on there. Check Original Black Ice. Just Google Original Black Ice.
Original Black Ice, y'all.
Y'all get the connection. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Apple, Amazon.
And I'm going to have him to run down his information again before we head out.
Okay.
So to make sure that people can connect with you. We're going to get into his music now, and then we'll be back. We have a lot more to talk about, right?
Right.
Yeah, we do. All right. It's the House of Hip Hop, y'all.
You got me going crazy. Shorty, I'm feeling your style. I've been checking you, baby. Watching you for a while. Sexy be the way you walking. If Pradas hug you well, turning me on and on. She's my ghetto bum.
I got this feeling never felt before. For a lady, I can hear her singing B. I just plays, man. I'm smelling in profile, could make the world crazy. She still cry shame for short sugar bang. Met her at a park gym, crushed off my thug dance. Said she lived alone, always stoned on some substance. Addicted to weed and the ex, but the sex was best. She's like the nastiest, but quiet as kept. Denying the next, got a Lex, mad carrots. From the rings to the Bengals, a fatty that is stanky. She's still a project chick, pimp at your own risk. Pimp play buddy, she be taking your whole shit. In love with my attitude, she said I'm down for you. Down to do that dirty even if it don't concern me. A girl needs chips, new tips, plus they hair done. She tricking on me, so I don't care none.
You got me going crazy. Shorty, I'm feeling your style. I've been checking you, baby. Watching you for a while. Sexy be the way you walking. If Pradas hug you well, turning me on and on. She's my ghetto.
Shorty got me open, I'm looking at her thigh. And you can imagine what's going on in my mind. See, I'm a freaky nigga, believe what I say. And when it come to sexing, my Jimmy don't play. Now baby, check the functions, you loving my caress. Is that enough to something? And hopefully sex, I ain't got time for games. So this I keeps it real. If you digging with them kicking, take a seat and we can build. Now baby, I got that red eye that's focused on you. And after this hen rock, I'ma run through your crew. Keep my thoughts on the low though, there's no need for stress. See, I'ma get the panties, it's a definite yes. Oh, na shanana, konakanani. That means how you doing, what's your name in Japanese? The pleasure's all mine and mine be the pleasure. I figure we can attack this dance floor together. Cause you
got me going crazy. Shorty, I'm feeling your style. I've been checking you, baby. Watching you for a while. Sexy be the way you walking. If Pradas hug you well, turning me on and on. She's my ghetto bum.
Now, we in the room tight, squeezing the tune. She had an urge for some bourbon, said she'd be back soon. I laid back, took a nap until I heard 2 shots. Looked out the window, Mr. Info, sugar bang got knocked. No more crying, shame. She got 5 years flat. The phone tapped, didn't even ask about some unknown facts. I got a letter from up north, a picture and some tough talk. She called attempt murder on some chick I never heard of.
On some real shit, now we on some ill shit. She loving the way I'm giving her the deals, Nick. She holds me, she rubs me, tells me that she loves me. Said she never put her own mother above me. What's that loyalty? Pussy feel like royalty. She do so much for a nigga, word up. She spoil me, attention, devotion, lost in emotion. Got a river flowing like she caught up with the ocean. Girl, you got me going crazy. Shorty, I'm feeling your style. I've been checking you, baby. Watching you for a while. Sexy be the way you walking. If Pradas hug you well, turning me on and on. She's my ghetto bum.
No matter who you are,
got me going
like your smile, baby.
Young Saeed on the track.
Can you please show me what is real? Please tell me if I should follow how I feel. My whole life, these illusions are in front of me. How should I change it how I want it to be? Can you please show me what is real?
What is real?
Tell me if I should follow how I feel.
How I feel.
My whole life, these illusions are in front of me. How should I change it how I want it to be?
Like nothing new to the sun. Watch how you choose stick guns. How they kid, how they come. You get one life like one. I introduce you to them old news and tell them how I told you them bars is no coastal. They still hate but do what you supposed to. That's why I watch that radar and play hard global. My old school ways better known like the grave. From a soldier to a general and now I'm a king. I do my thing, the game is crippled, man. Half these rappers sugar cane. Don't know too much of the music pain. Ain't heard too much but they choose to aim. Ain't got shit to gain. Look a nigga did that for fame. Say soul to soul, you don't own the flow. You better go get back your chain. Rap has changed. Music was a message, now that's so plain. We did this from the struggle. One song prolong, whole world love you. Niggas ain't hustle, they made it look easy. All that drama line them up, Phoebe. It's about time to drop it on the TV. Trying to sow inside the streets, be creepy. If not, take it off easy.
Can you please show me what is real?
What is real?
Tell me if I should follow how I feel.
How I feel.
My whole life, these illusions are in front of me. How should I change it how I want it to be? Can you please show me what is real?
What is real?
Tell me if I should follow how I feel.
How I feel.
My whole life, these illusions are in front of me. How should I change it how I want it to be?
Like ain't nowhere to run, follow me, ain't nowhere to hide. I would talk to the sky, no reply. Asking why hip-hop commit suicide. Got something looking real unharmonized. They ain't focused, we dramatized. They dropping lines, that's enough of line. Even old school music done broke the time. You niggas owe your time to the oldest shine. No need, no question mine. I've been fly, no disguise, that's black ice, no surprise. That's the shit that make me crazy, yo. Every day play bullshit on the radio. I can't feel the phase, but it's time to blaze. Take a little bit of stress now, here we go. Fuck about a video. I used to be in love with the industry. Cause me and this bitch got a chemistry. Now we fall back like we enemies. No energy, you begin to see. This fantasy is delusional. We confuse the few with the music do. Criticize, I emphasize. Why you think B.I.G. made hypnotize? Star Trek had the whole enterprise. And like Tupac said till the end of time. I'm QB, if you knew me. A Brooklyn nigga, how I choose to be. I may separate how I used to see. But still can't take with me. And usually, I tell them twice. That's me, Black Ice.
Can you please show me what is real? Please tell me if I should follow how I feel. My whole life, these illusions are in front of me.
You know that some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know. You know that some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know. You know that some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know. You know that some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know.
Time to release my anger for so long. Getting caught up with fake friends, that same song. So I switched it, my pitch, more double than thugness. They say don't burn your bridges, but I'm itching to touch it. I love to play the block shit with the OGs, so I can learn what the villains done before me. They tried to frame me, thought I took they shines. It never crossed my mind, you be blind trying to blame me. Here on my own rep, 2 texts, my baby. She be the newborn, my special kind of lady. And since they love my struggle, I hustle. Pay me, cause I'm that nigga. New delivery could make me live like fish man. Just trying to get my hands on some quicksand. Been going for a while, people feeling what is new then. I move like Pimp Flip, the scriptures ain't since then. Like ice will, nigga, a new beginning, God.
Some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know. You know that some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know. You know that some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know. You know that some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know.
Y'all ask what I'm up to. I got a crush crew. Take it valiantly, examine me my hustle. I do that dirty thugs do. Grimy nigga blues. Fuck interviews, take it from a point of view. Any out the hood understood what I'm going through. Snatching, we spend pumping cracks out our vestibules. I got an attitude. You see me living a life, you lose your stripes with your tatted till tattoos beyond just bad news. React mad cool. It's like I'm into construction, I'm holding mad tools. 45 Mac 11 is going at you. Reconsider your visit to step in my school. Old school, new school, something like a principle. Here's a few lyrics to learn by. Catch a third eye. Always aiming at my enemies, the best of four guys. Nigga coming out of Queensbridge and living best eye. Some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know, you know that. Some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know, you know that. Some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know, you know that. Some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know. I step my game up, new life, new rap blazed up. They now asking crazy questions when I'm ashamed of. I do that dirty shit, hollow tips, long ranger. Don't try to walk through my block, it says no strangers. Part in my footage, my best crime when I'm hooded. Do that shit that I wouldn't. Couldn't grow up like the rich, so I stay with the hooders. I'm in my grind, ghetto goodness. Quick to pick up the ratchet, tote and blast it. A true crime casket, used to sling backs with my homies. They fun, I do my dirt out on my loneliness. Me don't fear no man, so understand that there's an evil. I see you, but then I think you need more people. You pray, petrified, put your parties, preach your politics. Posting the pictures of promise, pain to be a part of this. Check this shit, it's B.I. Some got it, some don't. Let me take you through the struggle shit that I know, you know that. Some got it, some I be dope.
Give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about me. So why do I care what they say? They will never show no love for me till the day I make it. They don't give a fuck about me. So why do I care what they say? They will never show no love for me until the day I'm famous.
They want the stereotype of a black male misunderstood. Let's bring them back to the hood. Let's name him Captain Crook. They claim his raps are no good. Fuck a heartbreak feeling. B.I. be illin'. Had to make them recognize I'm jeopardizing the building. They forever think that I would lose feeling. Fuck a age. I delayed eyes watching me sideways. Wish I would. Can't tell them how the crime pays. Check it out. If I never got the hug thug life, I would never get the no black ice. Make them hoes act right. Learn to tussle when my hustle was light. So how the fuck y'all gon' forget about ice? Forever living that life. Seen the best buzz, sex, drugs, thugs, the bitches. This a holiday, I holler with interest. No relax, out on my hard hat. I spit that yard rap. What? Push the nigga to a corner, now a combat. What?
They don't give a fuck about me. So why do I care what they say? They will never show no love for me till the day I make it. They don't give a fuck about me. So why do I care what they say? They will never show no love for me until the day I'm famous.
Waste no time here, what they money make do? Funny how they hate too. Y'all be never paying attention. Not I mention these fake dudes. Ever any balls, how they once upon a star. Now they laying in the fall. Crossing creep, no alarm. Them lyrical bullies, but they never bully niggas with hoodies. I made them like rookies. I'm Brooklyn strong. You could look, believe it took me to minister song. Listen, it sound ill when it says so wrong. I talk slick, let the beat keep on. You ain't recognizing, keep your head up hiding. Follow the dub, that mean your shit's dead. Signal red unplugged. Your whole style on trial, same black ass mug. Never jealous, just a grudge, left hate, right love. If not, then a sub from that 4-4 snub. I don't appreciate these niggas, no love. You know what I'm talking about, huh?
They don't give a fuck about me. So why do I care what they say? They will never show no love for me till the day I make it. They don't give a fuck about me. So why do I care what they say? They will never show no love for me until the day I'm famous. Why do I care what they say about me? They say, why do I care what they say about me? They say, why do I care what they say about me? They say, why do I care what they say? Care what they say? Care what they say? do I care with this? They will never show no love for me till the day I make it. They don't give a fuck about me, so why do I care with this? They will never show no love for me until the day I
Yes, 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 yes. Round of applause. We just got finished listening to the Black Ice catalog, including an exclusive. Pop them cherries. Oh, we had an exclusive tonight, and that was They Don't Give a Fuck.
Yeah,
right?
they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. You gotta say it like that.
About me.
Can you please let them know? Because you had a feature on that track, which was super dope. So who was on that track with you?
Well, 162, he's the one that's singing. I do
Yes.
all the lyrics. Version.
Salute to 162. You
162,
definitely had us
salute.
in a vibe. I'm
Facts.
feeling that one. Since it was an exclusive on the House of Hip Hop. Yes. When can the people expect to hear that out on the, social media waves?
I'm going to give it like 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh.
2 to 3 weeks.
So you heard it here first, the House of Hip Hop.
That's right, for sure. For sure.
You know how giddy I get about those things. So we heard the exclusive, which is They Don't Give a Fuck About Us.
Yep.
We heard Some Got It, Some Don't.
Yep.
Then we heard, I'm missing one.
Ghetto Bombshell.
Ghetto Bombshell. And then we finished them off with your project that's out now.
No, you forgot to say Show Me What Is Real.
Show Me What Is Real. That's what's out now already.
Yeah.
Yes, Show Me What Is Real. Yo, you have such a dope style.
Oh.
And like, one of the
Thank you.
heads of S.STREET Media, 1718 Collective, was saying that you got a style that New Yorkers just might give a chance.
Oh, they got to.
Yes.
I've been doing this for too long.
Yes. Because, like we were saying, outside of the old school West Coast scene,
Right.
we haven't really entertained a lot of West Coast rap in like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
The one major person that we did, embrace, unfortunately just left us.
Yeah. God bless Nipsey.
Yeah. We're going to get into the Nipsey Hussle thing because that's a discussion. That's just not a comment or a brief conversation.
Facts.
But I love that you represent both sides of the coast. And I am applauding you and saluting you now.
Thank you.
Because I love that you brought the old school with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to.
Never forgot the fundamentals and the foundations from which you came.
That's right.
And it's different when you've lived it and been through it and actually seen it firsthand.
Have to pay homage.
Yeah, you absolutely have to. And that's not to say to take away from anybody's individual style per se, but you have to acknowledge the people that paved the way for you.
Right.
Who do you consider your pioneers?
Oh, my pioneers. Well, first thing first, Michael Jackson, my dude.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You got me with that. You in my heart with that.
Because I grew up off of Michael Jackson, so the flow is in there. Nate Dogg is my dude.
Yes, salute. I was about to say salute to Nate Dogg because Nate Dogg, Corrupt,
Yes.
Warren G were the ones, and yes, and also Ice Cube.
Yes.
Early Ice Cube were the ones that really made me take notice of West Coast hip hop.
True story.
And you could not deny that.
No.
You could not deny that. What was it, Death Row at the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could not deny that Death Row connection at the time. They came too hard for words.
Yeah. Shut shit down.
Shut shit down. And from personal experience, they're probably the only artist, that collection of artists, that when they perform, they sound exactly the same.
Right.
They sound exactly like the only other group I've ever seen do that is Wu-Tang.
That's true. That's like a family.
And maybe
together.
Outkast.
Right.
Where they sound exactly like the recording. Ain't no auto-tune, ain't no fixer-uppers on their voices, no levels being adjusted. Them niggas sound just like their album.
Yeah, showing you belong together.
That's right. That's right. I'll say it forever and I'll claim it for life. One of the dopest tours I ever been on was Up in Smoke.
Oh my God! I got the
video.
I know that's crazy.
Listen, I didn't have a voice for 2 days. I had to go to work the next day, and people was like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "I went to Up in Smoke." Like I was sounding like that for 2 days because I screamed my bloody ass off. It was the album.
Yeah, you lucky.
In your face.
Yeah, that was historical.
It's like the ice capades of hip hop. It was like one of the illest concerts I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
It was everybody from early Eminem.
Yep.
Drug addict Eminem.
Yep.
Okay. Corrupt. Dub C was still around. We
Exhibit,
Rage. Oh my God, everybody. And then it was all the regulars: Snoop, Dre, Warren G. What's his name? The singing. What's his? Nate Dogg. Everybody was still alive at that time.
Even the low rider.
Yes.
Came out.
Let me tell you that they came out on the stage. You saw the tape.
Yes.
They came out on the stage on 3 wheels, on a low rider. Corrupt is riding that 3-wheel bike, chromed out. It was retarded. That was the best tour I've ever been on to date. And I've been on a lot of festivals, tours.
Facts.
Rock the Bells is up there in my top 5. I was a Summer Jam holic for the first 15 years.
I co-signed
straight.
That.
Straight. I was at, you guys, any relative of mine, I was at every single Summer Jam. Most likely VIP. I didn't give a fuck. If I didn't have a VIP, I was in VIP because who the fuck are you to stop me?
Right?
Anyway, but it was always somebody in one of these things that I knew, whether it had been security or somebody performing or whatever. So I was a holic at that time, but that was one of the best tours I've ever been on in my life.
Shit, I can imagine. That's historical. You were lucky.
Listen, and I've seen Snoop and the West Side Connection on a numerous. I've seen him with what's the other West Coast, the light skinned dude with the beard. I'm having a brain fart right now. Cypress Hill.
Oh.
So the time I've seen Cypress Hill was with Cypress Hill. What's the Irish dude's name that used to tour with them? House of Pain. And Cypress Hill and the West Side Connection.
Oh, you went when everything was jumping crazy. That's when everything was crazy.
Yo, I was addicted to festivals since maybe about 14 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, my mother was like, "You gonna sneak and do it anyway, so I might as well just let you go."
So you had mad fun.
Oh my God. and I was the only child, so I would troop out there for Dolo.
Wow.
They'd be like, "How you going to a 12-hour festival for Dolo?" Very easy.
That's a true hip hop head though.
You know how easy you could get up into the front row when you by yourself? Stop rolling with all them people. I'm fucking.
True story.
Stop rolling with all them people. It is. Let me tell you something. I've had some of the best times by myself. I've gotten into some of the most exclusive situations by myself. You're like, it's only you? Yeah. Girl, come on. Okay. I'm there. But that's what it is to be a hip hop head. When I tell people I'm truly a hip hop head.
Yeah.
I have my screensaver on my phone is a person sitting on the ground up against a building with an ox cord in their arm. That's me. Like, that's me. That is really me.
I feel you.
I fiend out. I dope out when it comes to hip hop. And I know you share the same love.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
you definitely share the same love.
I still got my I could go back. I still got tapes from back in the days.
Me too.
Source books.
Yes, me too. Vibe,
Word.
XXL. I still got the one with Michael Jackson on the cover too.
Wow.
Don't try to get me for it because it's in a secret location.
That's clay. Got put in plastic.
That's right, honey. Ain't nobody getting my that one and the one with Little Kim with the green hair.
Oh wow. She probably want that herself.
She probably want that for me. Yeah, she probably want that for herself.
Yeah.
But nope. Well, come see me, boo, because I love you, as you can see.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
love you, okay? I love that, Kim.
You
But
know
I
that's
love you. And so come see me if you want it. I got it.
all right.
But I want you to just one more time let the people know where they can find you, where they can link into your music, because it's definitely something that they need to see.
Okay, y'all need to go to I know y'all got Spotify, iTunes, and all that. You know, Apple, whatever online. You check for Original Black Ice. You know, and then you Google Original Black Ice, and when you on Facebook, you check me. You go Biblills, Biblillz, and Instagram. And I don't got Twitter because Twitter cut me off, so I don't really care. You know, and then you go to jangleradio.com.
Okay.
And, you know, they got me on there, The Original Black Ice, too. I try to shut it down, The Original or Original, because, you know, they took my name too much.
They tried to take your name. So I want to briefly get into that before we, before we leave. What was the struggle with your name?
Oh, well, as far as like what?
The reason why you had to,
Change
indicate,
it.
yeah.
Oh, because the poet is Black Ice. He got the name, and Russell Simmons got his established. So you know, I had to put my original in to let them know where I came from.
That's right. That's right.
So I am the original Black Ice. Beside that come out the sky.
Lord have mercy. I don't want to see no black ice out the sky. That's some chemtrails.
Facts.
Anyway, we ain't gonna go there because we got some real life shit happening right now, and the hip hop community has definitely taken a huge blow.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of get into it with you because you are one of the best people to talk about this. For those who don't know what we're talking about the assassination. And I'm going to say it like that. The assassination of one of our hip hop soldiers. This man was so for the hood, in every hood, in every city of this nation. He was very often in my hood, in Hollis, especially when they were trying to establish the Hip Hop Hall of Fame on Hollis Avenue. He definitely came through the hood on more than one occasion, more than two occasions. Also, salute to Waka Flocka, who was also one of the big supporters of the Hollis Hall of Fame.
Yeah, facts. Waka Flocka, salute.
Yes, but we're talking about Nipsey Hussle right now.
Right.
And the hip hop community, I know I am deeply disturbed. My soul is deeply disturbed by the assassination of Nipsey Hussle on Sunday evening.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, he was assassinated in front of his flagship store on Crenshaw.
Yeah, Slauson.
Crenshaw and Slauson. And he was executed military style.
Yes.
Okay. 5 shots to the body, 1 to the head. And he died on the way to the hospital.
It's a shame, man.
I really did not get any good sleep last night. Anybody who is deep into this hip hop culture should and probably is deeply affected by this situation.
Facts.
Because he was one of our soldiers.
Yes.
He wasn't just a participant.
Yep.
He wasn't an artist. He was one of our soldiers.
Yep.
He believed in the hood, like I said. He believed in every person in the hood. He understood it. And not only did he understand it, but he went through so much to try to make change.
Facts.
He used his hood as the pilot, and he often, any city that he really was in, he's like me. When I go somewhere, even if it's international, I want to see how the real people live.
Right.
I want to see how the people who live like me live.
Exactly.
And he made it a point of being active and involved in different hoods across America.
Yeah.
And he was a very conscious man and often put a lot of energy into trying to uplift and awaken most of the citizens of the hip hop culture, young and old.
Yep.
There was so many, every day things are coming out about him. And there is people I've seen from little kids to older adults that have testimonies about this man.
Mm-hmm.
The one that really struck me was the gentleman that he gave a job to clean up the parking lot. Did you see that one?
No.
So there's this gentleman that Nipsey actually gave a job to sweep up out front, to clean up, you know, the outside where his flagship store was.
Right.
And he employed him decades ago.
Wow.
In the hood. And when he had his flagship store, he gave that man a job of posting up out there.
Yeah.
And there's a video out of him telling him, yo, why don't you roll with me today? And Nipsey literally takes this man, everything that Nipsey did, he had this man done too. So if he went to the barbershop,
yeah,
homeboy got the shape up. If he went, you know, say he went to the liquor store, he got some. Like, so somebody, a soul like that, a soul that's been preaching ownership since the 90s, is such a detriment to lose. And I know you spend time out there in Cali. You spend time out there in his realm, in his neighborhood.
Well, not me. I wasn't in L.A. I was in Sacramento.
Okay, you was in Sacramento.
Yeah.
But you were over there in the time frame that he was really coming to rise.
Right.
I just want you to briefly give your perspective, because you've been on both sides.
Right.
Give your perspective on this, Nipsey.
Well, I from knowing Nipsey, like my first time, like is when he first got on the scene, and that's when the DVDs, hip hop DVDs came out.
Yes.
And I always, when I first heard Nipsey, it was like, I mean, he brought the chills in my body to where it's like, wow, this is like he just became one of my favorite West Coast rappers, you know what I'm saying, by his flow, because it's like, he reminded me of Snoop, like
yes.
a upcoming Snoop.
Remember, they often compared him and thought that he was Snoop's son.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You know, the hip hop community is mourning so much right now.
Yeah.
That was a huge loss to the hip hop community, and I know a lot of our more conscious citizens are aware and understand exactly what he was trying to do for the community,
right,
and how that may have played a big part.
And this is why a lot of people are touched.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I just want to personally send my condolences to his family, to Lauren London. Honey, my heart breaks for you. I've followed her for a while, and I understand what her trials and tribulations have been in terms of love.
Yeah.
And so for her to finally find Nipsey, and for them to have that connection, only for this to happen, my heart absolutely breaks for you. And I pray for the family. I pray for her. More importantly, I pray for Nipsey.
Yes.
I pray that your maker, whoever that may be, is pleased with you.
Yes.
Okay? I pray that your transition is peaceful.
Right.
And I pray that you are more of a comfort now than when you walk this earth.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people all across the world that are hurting.
That's right.
Right now with the loss of Nipsey. And when I think of Nipsey, I also think of the anniversary of someone that was just as militant, just as woke, just as aware, just adaptive into his own time, which today is the anniversary of Marvin Gaye's death.
Right.
And so I feel the same heartbreak that I did the same day that Marvin Gaye was taken from us.
Wow.
37 years ago.
Yeah. Just about that.
Yeah, I was 6 when it happened. And I remember being devastated.
Wow.
At 6
years old. Wow.
I remember being devastated at 6 that his father did that to him.
That's how strong music is.
Yes,
man.
I remember that. I remember my mother having to sit down and explain to me how this could happen. She had to literally console me. I was inconsolable.
Wow.
And that's how powerful music is. That's how influential music is to people's lives. So I want to just say, rest in peace, Nipsey. just know that we know, and your legacy will not be in vain. I pray someone's is brave enough to finish the mission that you started.
You know I'm going to keep it in me, Nipsey. Wow.
Yes, and everybody across the world is definitely going to promote and protect your legacy.
Facts.
That's absolutely right.
Facts.
One more time, just let the people know where they can find you, Black Ice.
Find me you Google Original Black Ice. Find me on Django Radio, Original Black Ice. Y'all looking for, you on Instagram, you on Facebook, B-I-Blills, B-I-B-L-I-L-L-Z. I'm sorry, I sound like a worm.
B-I-Blills.
And you check me up on there, just Google.
You can find this man on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Store, Amazon.
That's right.
Django Radio, YouTube, SoundCloud.
And I'll be up on my marketing in a minute. Believe it.
Listen, I'm going to make him do it because the House of Hip Hop is definitely supporting you.
I love the House of Hip Hop.
Thank you so much for being here.
House of Hip Hop.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. You'll definitely hear his music more on our show.
Thank you.
I already told him I'm snatching a song and putting it on the playlist. So he has no choice. He has no choice. I want to thank everybody that's tuned in to this episode. Please follow me. It's Spicy Sugar 718 on Instagram, the House of Hip Hop Podcast Show on both Facebook and YouTube. Please follow the home team at S.STREET Media to keep abreast on all my shows, first and foremost. And then you can go and check out the rest. But I do encourage you to check out the rest of the shows on S.STREET Media. So many dope shows, so much good content. S_Street_Media on Instagram, S.STREET Media on Facebook, SCHOLEZ Media, Street Media, Street Media, S.STREET Media on Facebook, and S.STREET Media on YouTube. And with that being said, please, people, please make it a point of giving people flowers while they can smell them.
That's right.
Let them know how you feel. Let them know that they are loved, they are appreciated, they are valued while they walk this earth. It doesn't make any difference to anybody once they leave. Everybody deserves to be cherished while they can hear it.
That's right.
And see it. Yeah. I'm your girl, Spicy Sugar. This is the House of Hip Hop. Please tune in next week where we have Ladies Night. And if anybody who's known the past 2 Ladies Night episodes, you never know what's going to happen. My girl, AJ Lee, is my co-host. We have female DJ, female MC. We have feathers. We have balloons. We have all the things that a girl's night needs.
Whoa.
And more. So please tune in. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the support. And to my haters, please keep watching.
Yeah, haters, keep watching.
Please keep watching.
Yeah, do that.
You give me the most.
Yeah.
All right?
Do that.
And on that note, I'm out of here. We are going to end it off with some more music from the home team. And as soon as I can get it up, pause. Pause. But yes, please tune in. Please keep supporting. I never take for granted any of the support that I get. And as much as I think no one's watching, y'all all definitely let me know.
We said pause, but that's one of my favorite songs too.
Oh, what song?
Pause.
Tell them what.
Jam Master J.
Tell them
Pause.
what song you talking about.
Pause. Jam Master J.
Yes.
That's my favorite song, y'all.
Yes. Listen. Salute always to Hollis Ave. Salute always to the founding fathers of Hollis, a.k.a. Run DMC and Jam Master J. We're out of here. I love y'all. Thank you so much.
Peace.
I'm gonna tell you something,
motherfucking breath.
Yo, my rhymes are too nice. Yeah, I'm deadly with mine. I'll clap your ass like 11 times. I'm stupid. Oh, shit, I spit it's like Henny and lime. Ill flavor to it. Y'all niggas rhyme like y'all hate to do it. Boo. Listen, I'ma keep it straight with you. Desert Eagle fly straight to your knot. I'll whack your face off, schmuck. I'll tape y'all up and take y'all bust. I'm about to break my 8 got scraped all off. Fuck. Shit was brand ass new. I had to pistol whip that dick that just ran past you. Before Mike hand smash you, telling people next to you I'll clap they fan ass too. Move. I'm a crowd motivator. I rain all day. Black cloud on a hater. Pow. Hit you with a lightning bolt. I'll fuck ears up. No Mike Tyson joke. Nope.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. You don't understand. It don't make no more sense. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
Listen, your space is what you're giving me to spew with these greaseball activities. Infinite entities carry my name on for centuries. All in, squad deep, running with all them. Homicidal architects, killing with all pins. All in, acceptable, sending it all pins. All lanes, no split, banging it all thin. I plead the fifth unless the gift is what I bleed. I need the sift, dark side of it. All speed, high breed, old school, deep with a soul cool. Hit it on the pivot, carry bodies through Pro Tools. I eat carnivore, hostile in all beats. Fuck what the game do, we occupy all streets. Caution, heavy HD, no distortion. I'm nice cause I hit them with it often. Fuckers.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. You don't understand. It don't make no more sense. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. You don't understand. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. You don't understand. It don't make no more sense.
Hey yo, I see what's going on. The blind leading the blind. Between love and hate, there's a thin line. Little youngin' ran up on me with the nickel-plated nonsense. Sorry, OG, I gotta get mine. The world's going crazy, they done poisoned our babies. There's no more unity in the black community. No one sober, the drugs done took over. Got addicts snatching purses over old ladies' shoulders. Little kids scared to come outside. Bullets flying everywhere, no place to run and hide. If it's not a homicide, it's a suicide. In the concrete jungle, you're blessed to make it out alive. Got a bad epidemic, bodies just dropping. Another overdose due to pill popping. Do Black Lives Matter? Not to the cops, his hands was way up in the sky. They still hit him with 10 shots. We gotta, we about to, we gonna, it's our duty to. We gotta, we about to, we gonna, it's our duty to.
Yo, straight facts. Hey yo, I'm tired of all this fake rap. I'm standing on their necks again, putting work like a Mexican. You ain't real, right? Nah, you a young blood. You niggas grew up on Uzi Vert and Young Thug. Help me straighten it, they marking hip hop. Take a look at what they make of it. Game ain't dead, but it's definitely in critical. Check up like a physical. 16 descriptions, all of my words biblical. For this year, I'm bringing the real back. This the best of both worlds, the town and the hill back. B-Bomber, Don Dollars, I know they gon' feel that. B-Bomber, Don Dollars, I know they gon' feel that.
We gotta, we about to, we gonna, it's our duty to. We gotta, we about to, we gonna, it's our duty to. Hey yo, these rappers Cause nowadays I swear they messing up the game. There's no originality, they all sound the same. Monkey see, monkey do, bunch of copycats. Hip-hop has been plagued with a bunch of mumble raps. Womp, 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 coming through my speakers. Is it me or do they all sound like Charlie Brown's teacher? Can't even understand them. What the hell's he saying? The sound man should be shot for the shit that they be playing. Why bother turning on the stereo when they spin the same wax songs on the radio 4 times an hour, heavy rotation? Boycott the program, director and the station. If you ask me, we should fire the whole staff. Can't let them get away with playing this trash. They're giving hip-hop music a bad name. If rap ain't dead, it's hanging on by threads. We gotta straighten it out.